Well, a very good evening to you and welcome to one of my beer reviews. And I am in Berlin. I'm currently on a long weekend here visiting some relatives that I haven't seen for a long time. And yeah, I'm in my hotel room and I thought I'd do a few beer reviews. And yeah, I have to admit, I've been looking forward to trying this next one because they are a little brewery I've heard about before I came to Germany. And I've never ever tried any of their beers before because they're quite difficult to get hold of outside of Germany. And yeah, they're called the Schoppe Brau Berlin Brewery. And here we are. This is their Black Flag Imperial Stout coming in at a whopping 9%, but then that's about right for an Imperial Stout. It should be about 9%. And yeah, they've been going since 2001, which is, when it comes to craft beer, that's a long time. And to be fair, they've been brewing small batch, sort of interesting craft beers well before it got trendy. And, you know, because I think craft beer per se, the term, it's less than 10 years old, really. And so these guys have been around doing, what's become very popular now, way before it was, in essence. And yeah, it was started by a guy called Torsten Schoppe, who is from Berlin. And yeah, as I said, they've been going now for 16 years, and they do a number of different beers. They've got a tap house here in Berlin, which I'd love to go to, but I'm not going to get the opportunity to whilst I'm here this weekend, sadly. But I will be back because there's a few places in Berlin I want to go to, and I'm not going to get a chance to this weekend. Stone Brewery being another one as well, but hey ho. Yeah, so dead keen to try this. The Black Flag Imperial Stout, and this was one of the beers I actually really wanted to try. And I picked this up in the supermarket around the corner from the hotel I'm in, so really chuffed to pick this up actually. So anyway, let's get it open and see what it's like. Okay, not a lot coming off the top of that, but that's fine. It's an Imperial Stout, so that's perfectly okay. Let's get it in the glass. Okay. That's pouring nicely. There we are, a little bit of a head going on there. Got a 2-finger head, or 2 and a bit finger head going on. Look at that colour. Isn't that lovely? Proper dark, velvety colour, which is exactly, what an Imperial Stout should be like. It should be like that. Black as the Ace of Spades, that is perfect. That looks absolutely amazing. Right, well, let's go in with the nose. Cheers. Oh, wow. It's got a big boozy nose, but 9%, that's fair enough. Oh, I can smell the malts, the burnt malts. Yeah, they're coming through. Lovely. I can smell a bit of a sort of coffee sort of aroma going on there. A little bit of sort of treacle maybe as well. Definitely have the burnt sort of roasted malt aroma is really intense, and it smells divine. It really does. It smells exactly how an Imperial Stout should smell. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, let's go in with a taste. Cheers. Okay. I'm a little disappointed. Oh dear. It's got a really sharp aftertaste. Oh, that's a shame. Let's get the rest of it in here. Oh dear. I heard really good things about this, and I was hoping it was going to be something a bit special. Let's try again. No. Oh no, that isn't great. Let's check if it's in date. Yeah, most definitely is. Yeah, February 2018. So yeah, that isn't out of date. Eh, it tastes a bit like a cask beer that's slightly oxidised, that's on the turn. Has that sort of sharp, almost like vinegary twang to it. Oh god, it doesn't taste right at all. I mean, the body on it is good. It's not thin at all, but then it's an Imperial Stout, so I'd expect it to have a good body. But just the overwhelming flavour you're getting from it is just this really gacky, almost slightly vinegary, oxidised sort of flavour to it. I can only assume this is a bad batch. It must be. When people whose opinions I trust and rate highly have said this is a good beer, so I'm very, very surprised by that. I can only assume it's a bad batch. It must be, because that's really awful. Oh God. Right. I think I'm not gonna. No, I'm actually not going to give this a score out of 10, purely because I don't think that beer's right. I think there's something wrong with it. So I'm not even going to say about whether I drink it again or not, or score it. I'm not going to do anything at all. And I'm just going to leave it at that, I think, because I don't want to do the beer an injustice, because it just doesn't taste right. I think there's something wrong with that beer. So yeah, okay. I'll leave it there, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. All the best. Cheers. Goodbye.